Langdon Doty has always lived on the edge. As a TV producer, he always strived to figure out what made people tick. What made them interesting, like his last project, about people doing something strange.
Cover crazy sports around the world. We're talking wife-carrying championships. They have at least 30 or 40 different crazy sports.
And then, big surprise, an unexpected crazy thing happened.
I dove into a pool head first. It was only 3 feet, and I smashed my head.
For the next 6 months, he had hallucinations. He felt compelled to seek out a special healer to understand what on earth had happened to him.
And he said that, you know, you're very, very lucky. Number one, to being alive. Number two, because you have now been awakened in a certain sense that a lot of people never get a chance to do.
And so began Langdon's spiritual journey, sort of an American version of a walkabout.
About 7 or 8 months after my concussion, I received a vision, is what I would call it. It was a repeat dream. I was in this beautiful party with hundreds of my friends. It looked like a vineyard with beautiful mountains in the background. And about 2 or 3 months later, I was at a penthouse party, and there was a book on Mendoza by Sarah Matthews. And I started rifling through the pages, and sure enough, exactly what I saw in my vision was in one of those pages. And I thought, well, that's it. This is where I have to go. I didn't know anything about Mendoza. I just walked in and just started inventing a new life down here. The moment I set foot out of the airport, I just knew in my bones that this is the new spot.
In just a few years, Langdon says he's become a full-fledged Mendocino.
Este es uno de mis amigos. Lo veo casi todos los días. Bueno, quería unos tomates. Peaches, pears, apricots. All in season, all grown right here. What I love about Mendoza is that they really have discovered a great secret on how to live. Money is less important. Making sure that you're really taking time to let the world pass by in a natural, relaxed way. They have a very good sense of timing here. Sometimes it infuriates me being from New York.
Compared to his chaotic life in the U.S., Langdon is slowly slowing down, reinventing himself as a wine food pairing specialist. Today we'll eat the typical Argentine asado or barbecue with a touch of American ingenuity. Argentines seldom eat fruit with meat. Langdon is changing that.
The menu today is a demonstration of what I do with wineries. We're going to have an Alpha Cru Au Fournier wine, 2003. It's a blend. Smell it, taste it.
Cheers.
Cheers. I'm sensing forest fruits like raspberries, cherries, dark cherry in the nose. And that's very characteristic of Tempranillo and also Malbec. The idea is that the wine should taste better with the food. So it should be able to give you a new little take on the flavor profile of the wine.
That was just the appetizer. Afterwards, the Langdon feast begins. Then came the sweet ending to the feast.
Yay, dessert.
There
we go. Yeah, this is an 88% chocolate from Venezuela.
Chocolatier and Reiki master Chrissy Betancourt is Langdon's fiancée.
And it's made with chocolate, butter, and cream.
She too came to Mendoza with a similar story. She left her job after years of soul-searching and meditation.
I kept getting these visions of this mountain range. I used to spend a lot of time by the river, and there was this willow tree that I used to perch up into every evening. And so one night I perched up there and I started just, thinking, am I doing the right thing? And something caught my attention beside me, and I looked down and there was a little rock. And I picked up the rock, and it was a brownish red color. And no word of a lie, on the rock you could see, and it looked like an embossment of a mountain range in that reddish brown color, and it was the same color of the mountain range I had seen in my meditations. And so for me, I felt that was my guides telling me to continue on with my instinct, and I picked Mendoza because I saw that it was closest to the mountains. And when I got off the plane and I saw the mountain range, I realized it was the same mountain range that had been coming in my meditations, and I knew that I was in the right place immediately.
Langdon and Chrissy plan to marry next year, and Langdon's wedding party is close to what he envisioned in his dream.
We're going to get married in this Cabana area, right over there, where there's sort of an Indian burial stone. And I bet you it's going to be pretty close to what my dream was. It's not exact, but all the elements are in place. The feeling that I was celebrating something very special.
After the accident, Langdon began doing free healings, and Chrissy works part-time as a Reiki master. They plan to grow their own vegetables and herbs to live a more sustainable life, and to live their dream.
But I think that happens when you start following your passion. When everything falls through, when you strip away all the fluff and you start really discovering what you really want, Mendoza was going to give me the space to be able to figure it all out.